everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Star Wars themed makeup. In the drugstore I have gone and passed these CoverGirl Star Wars type themed makeup items and I didn't really give them a second glance, but I figured since the new Star Wars movie The Force Awakens is already out by the time you guys would see this video, that I would do a little review of what I think about the different items that have the Star Wars logo on them. Figured why not give them a shot and see if it adds more force to my life. So I figured that I would just do a first impressions of all of these makeup items. I think I have like 5 or 6 different items that they came out with. I think that these are all generally just normal CoverGirl items and they just plastered the Star Wars logo on them. Now I do already have my primer and my foundation and my concealer on my face and it has been set with some loose powder. I just figured it would take a lot of time out of this video because I'm only reviewing the Star Wars stuff and my foundation was not Star Wars stuff. First I have the Star Wars The Force Awakens limited edition CoverGirl waterproof mascara, and there is a light side. I don't know if you can see it, but this says the light side and they have the dark side as well, and the wand, it just looks really, I don't know, like really flimsy and not very lengthening, so I'm a little nervous about that one, but we'll give it a shot. But from what I could see from the packaging, I think they're both the same. It's just your preference of light side or dark side. Next, I have the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Brilliant Nail Polish. This is in Golden Opportunity. I will put this on my nails and let you guys know how I like it. Next, I have a Star Wars lipstick. This is in the shade, does it seriously not have a shade? I think it says shade 70, and that's horrible because I wish it had a really cool name. I really wish that someone came out with like a lightsaber brush, like the brush handle would be like a lightsaber, and that would be the best thing ever. This is the color. It looks very shiny and almost like glittery. That's it right there. It's very sheer, like you can barely see it on my hand. I thought it was going to be a little bit more pigmented, but it looks kind of like bronzy, orangey-ish, rather than like a pink color. Lastly, I have 3 of these CoverGirl eyeshadow quads. And the brush fell out. Where'd it go? That's okay, I didn't care about it anyway. I'm very picky with my mascaras, so I'm a little nervous about this one. It's the CoverGirl Star Wars The Force Awakens Waterproof The Supersizer, and on the side it says, "May the Force be with you," and I really like that. This does say 1 out of 10 on it, and so I'm assuming that there's 10 different ones that you can collect, but I don't think that they're any different. Here is the wand. I'm a little nervous because that doesn't look too volumizing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows real quick. I think I'm gonna go with this palette just because it seems a little bit more like daytime appropriate, and I have to go to work and I don't want to look like I'm going to a club or something. I'm just gonna take my chocolate bar palette and just use a brown shade in the crease. I think I'm gonna take these 2 just because they're pretty neutral. Okay, so now that I have a transitioning and crease shade, I'm going in with this like taupey bronze shade. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna take this dark shade at the very end and just put that in my crease to darken it a little bit more. I'm a little little disappointed with like the color payoff of the dark shade that I'm using. It just doesn't seem very like pigmented. Like I definitely have to grab a ton on my brush to get the color to show up. I'm just gonna put a little bit more of that bronzy shade on top just to blend it out a little bit more. This dark shade on the very end is definitely hard to get pigment to show up. I wish it was kind of like bam in your face like my lid color is. The lid color is really pretty and very shimmery. The only downside is that it does not have a matte transition color. And I'm gonna take the same dark shade right here and put it in my lower lash line. You don't want to bring it in all the way just because it can make your eye look really, really closed and like really small. So you want to put it into like the 3/4 of a way into underneath your eye. Okay, so here's what the look looks like so far. The lid shade is really pretty. I mean, I really enjoy it. I think it shows up pretty well for a drugstore eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna take the CoverGirl mascara that I got, one that I'm scared to use. I'm just gonna put that on my lashes. It's doing a nice job of like lengthening my lashes, but at the same time it's more like, I feel like it's a gloppy, like a really sticky formula, so it kind of is making my lashes stick together a little bit. And it is a very wet formula that maybe because I'm trying it for the first time. I know some mascaras are a little bit more liquidy and you have to be really careful to where you don't get some like on your upper, like it doesn't transfer. Okay, so there's the top layer. I'm really nervous to do this. And the bottom layer. Again, also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but it looks like the tip of the wand is larger, like it's thicker than from here. Like from here it gets like thicker, and then the thickest point. So I'm not really sure what that's supposed to do. This wand is a little bit more flimsy, and so it makes me nervous to push too hard and it's gonna like fling back at me. Like I'm trying to press very, very lightly. It's definitely a one coat mascara because if you try and go in and add more, it's just gonna make it like your lashes stick together, and that's not what people want. At least that's not what I want in a mascara. But so far, I actually am very impressed with this. The wand was like, considering it's so flimsy, it was making me really nervous that I was gonna like, I can't push too hard, and so the product wasn't gonna transfer onto my eyelashes or what. But they did like a really good job at lengthening my eyelashes. Like, see, look, that's where it kind of like clumps up. Onto the lips, I'm gonna take this lipstick that doesn't have a shade. So this lipstick is very, very sheer. You want something that's like glittery, then this is definitely it. I don't think I'm a huge fan of the lipstick just because it's, I mean, it didn't really add much to my lips. All it really did was, I feel like, add these like gold sparkles on my lips, and I don't know if I really want that. And it smells horrible. This is a swatch on my finger from the CoverGirl nail polish, and I actually really like it. My thumb looks really weird this way. I really like it. It's like really glittery and sparkly, and I like that. It reminds me of Star Wars. I can see it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this first impressions video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later. Bye.